Welcome to tonight's edition of Beer on a Budget, where it isn't so much about finding the world's greatest beer, but finding the best beer for your dollar. On tonight's edition, we will be discussing What's up, budget beer lovers? Tonight's beer review will be on Pabst Blue Ribbon Beer, otherwise known as PBR. This beer, actually, for a budget beer, is scored much higher on Beer Advocate than most of the beers we review on this show. This scores in with a 72 score from Beer Advocate. The Bros have it ranked at 80. Anyway, PBR, brewed in Milwaukee, owned by Miller now. And, I guess when you think of PBR, I don't know, a couple of stereotypes come to mind. An old guy would drink PBR, maybe a blue collar worker. Or, it's just not a beer that's ever gained much in popularity. So let's crack it open and find out why. Now, it's gotten a recent bump in at least name recognition, thanks to South Park, who says that this is the root cause for domestic violence. If you haven't seen the episode, check it out. SouthParkStudios.com. You can watch all the episodes. Anyway, on another note, congratulations to the Buckeyes for beating that team up north. Go Bucks. Alright, so that beer pours to a crystal clear, very light straw color. A little bit of head there, and it seems to be lingering, though no lacing is present. I'll tell you what, that is about the clearest beer I think I've ever seen. This thing is, absolutely crystal clear. It's amazingly clear. I've seen clear beers, but this adds a new dimension to that. Anyway, it smells like your typical American lager. Nothing fancy as far as smell goes. I have to say I am still thoroughly impressed by the clarity of this beer. It is just amazing. Maybe one more shot of that, especially for my Michigan fans there. There you go. Wow. Like I said, nothing notable about the smell. Standard American beer. So here we go. At first, I was about to say this is really, actually, well done. That this may be one of the better budget beers I've ever had the pleasure of reviewing. And then I got this weird aftertaste, a very beer, like almost beer breath aftertaste. I just wasn't expecting it because the start of this beer didn't start like it finished. Really different. And there it is again. I'll tell you, when you first sip it, there's not a whole lot of flavor going on. It's incredibly light, bubbly, and just enough sweetness to balance what little hops are in here, though it does have a little bit of a hop note to it. And then you swallow, it's very smooth. And then right about there, you get this just an odd aftertaste. And like I said, it's a very beer aftertaste. It's just unexpected from the initial taste, but it is incredibly smooth. And the initial taste, while there isn't much, it's quite pleasant. And I don't know if you get used to that bad aftertaste or not, but I would say this, after you've had a couple of craft brews, And you already got the beer breath going on and everything else. I mean, I don't know that you notice it too much. This might be a finish the night kind of beer. Save some money. God, this was $1.50. Um, I'll tell you what. As far as budget beer goes, Pabst Blue Ribbon, um, definitely got its place. It's very drinkable. Like I said, a little funny aftertaste, but towards the end of the night, you're not going to notice it. I'll tell you what, this may be one of my new favorite budget beers. But anyway, it may fail yet, though I don't think that's going to happen. Top her off, very carbonated, but let's see if this is chuggable. Because for budget beers, if we can't chug it, I'm not going to get very high marks anyway. So, bottoms up, go Bucks, have a good Christmas. I'm all decorated here. So, here we go. It's chuggable, but barely. About halfway through the glass, that aftertaste starts after tasting, and it doesn't mix well with the initial taste, which is still coming in. And oh, that's a shame. If it wouldn't have been for that, this beer would have been one of my highest recommended budget beers. But on the chuggability, it's on the low end. But other than that, you know what? If you're hard up for cash, want to get your buzz on, got a couple of craft brews laying around, but not enough to finish the night, this could definitely be your go-to. That being said, have a good night.